But Trell brought up several other points as well. He was like, even though you're only paying me 300 episodes, these are the things that I did to prove that I was down for the long haul. I fired Milk74 from my channel. You remember when Back on Fig first started, Milk74 was on like 3 or 4 episodes, but Milk74 and Adam22 are like in an eternal beef.
Yeah.
And Adam told Trell, if you're going to be messing with Milk, you can't be on my channel no more.
That's what he told. So quickly,
Bro,
what was the cause of this beef between Milk and Adam? Because I remember it happening.
Yeah, and it's
one of them. It's like a fart in the wind. It's like I don't remember how it smelled.
It's a fart in the wind. It's like it started with Adam claims Milk was talking about his children. Adam claims Milk was talking about his wife and daughter. And Milk was like, I'm literally not even cut from that cloth. I don't know what you're talking about. I've always talked about you specifically. And I've never seen nothing, because Adam has claimed this so many times. The video would have popped up of Milk saying some wild shit about Lena or a child at this point, and I have not seen one video. Now, I've seen Milk critique Adam, which this is what commentary YouTube and reaction YouTube does.
Yeah,
this is literally what it is. So so you're just like personally offended over that, pretty much. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
He might have just got jealous that he's not the only dirty white boy at the top of the media.
I think so.
He felt some competition coming up.
Yeah,
because you look at Milk74. This nigga went on Jubilee and convinced niggas he was black.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's something Adam can never touch. Nigga. He don't have the headline to get 2 French braids.
He got a little. He got a little jealousy in him.
Oh
over Milk's black card. But
dang, that's a hell of a thing to be jealous of.
Right? Yeah.
Because does Milk say nigga?
He used to, but he doesn't say it on camera no more.
Okay. Yeah, no
but
more.
But the fact that like that's even
I'm sure he says it off camera.
For sure.
The fact it's even an option for him, I guarantee he's probably jealous of that.
The fact that's an option.
Yeah, and I just won't say it on camera.
Right, that's it.
And that's respectful, because he a real nigga.
And that's growth.
Because he a real nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's how you know he's not lying about talking about him.
Exactly. For somebody,
he's not come from that cloth.
He never seemed like a scandalous type of nigga anyway.
No, he sounded like so
I fuck with Milk74.
So, and I thought Milk was a great addition to Back on Fig. Back on Fig was just starting, but Milk is a Hoover from Fig, so that's Trell's gang and that's Smack's gang. So it's like a show with 3 different. We are dealing with niggas from Hoover right now. Like this is as real as it gets. This is authentic as it gets. You know what I'm saying?
It's a new death row.
Yeah, literally, and it's like, and
Drop
on top of that, Milk was doing has already been doing his thing on YouTube. So that's we're bringing powerhouses together. You know what I'm saying? And then that had to end.
Crazy. Like Adam couldn't separate, his emotions from
exactly.
business.
Yeah,
the Padawan was growing faster than the Jedi.
And
he couldn't handle it.
And Trell was like, "All right." Trell was like, "All right, I'll let him go," and he let him go. And so that was one of the things. So he was like, "Bro, I'll let you come to my house, and fire somebody that was working for me."
Yeah.
What more do you want from me, my nigga?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn.
This nigga got say so with a company he ain't even
I proved my
employed
loyalty so crazy. I fired somebody that I was fucking with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
which kind of feels extreme to do anyway.
What is it? Yeah, to stop messing with somebody off of somebody else.
This is a toxic relationship.
It is. Yeah.
It's like a nigga telling his girl, you like, hey, don't talk to him. Cut off your guy friends.
This
is literally a toxic relationship.
You can't go to the mall today.
Yeah.
My uncle used to do that shit jokingly. He used to get my dad on the phone when he was talking to his bitch. He used to be like, "Watch, I'm gonna make her cry." He's like, "Fuck you been at today? What I tell you about going to the mall?" Like, he was one of them niggas, and she would cry and he'd make it feel better.
And even
shout out Uncle Jermaine. Jesus.
And even
nigga look like Pimp C.
And even when we look at the culture of like the last 6 months to a year of No Jumper, like it hasn't been hip hop takes we're tuning in for. It's for the toxic work environment.
Yeah, we just want the beef.
Yeah, it's like
it's funny how we used to tune in for like the chemistry and the news, and now we tune in
exclusive interviews
for the acidity.
Yeah. Yeah, but for the last year, we tuned in to watch a toxic work environment play out in front of our eyes.
Shit like The Office when they're not getting along.
Yeah, it's like The Office beefing all the time.
Nigga.
Yeah, it was. Facts. So that's just funny. But one of the things that I wanted to say I know they're probably not gonna watch this, but one of the things that Joe Budden's podcast does really well, and Heather B. No, Heather, who is T-Rail's girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
They got to learn. Smack does this well, too. Bro, when a nigga has called isolation on the microphone, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Shut up. Yeah. We don't need no periods, no no what I tell you.
You talking about the Queens flip, nigga?
No
we don't
checks.
need none of that shit. You fucking my soundbite up. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing more irritating than knowing you're going off and you didn't call the ISO on this microphone and you gotta cut out the and the periods and the extra shit in the background. There's nothing worse than that. That shit.
So that's a little niche shit that motherfuckers don't understand.
That's some niche shit. That's some niche shit.
Fucking up his ISO right now.
Yeah. That's just some niche shit, you know. But that's something the Joe Budden podcast does well. When a nigga Joe calls ISO, it's ISO.
It's
in
ISO,
this
yeah,
bitch. It's
and they go.
ISO.
It's the Joe Budden podcast, nigga. Look at the fucking logo.
Right.
He doesn't have to call the ISO.
Yeah, he don't have to, but they all understand. That, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, when that nigga is cooking, it's like, because we think about that first rant he went on with Rory and Mal, the nigga was talking for about 3 minutes straight of dead silence. You know what I'm saying? And he was just cooking.
Let him
and there was
cook.
little chuckles here and there, but there wasn't so much that it was overpowering. You know what I
It
mean?
was more additive.
It was more additive, to where it
Yeah.
didn't take away from his message. But but during that moment, and I will say Heather didn't do that bad. It just irritated me a little bit, but it gave me fucking flashback trauma to when a couple months ago, Murder Mook was on Drink Champs, I think. And he was dropping bars. And Amber Rose was over there and just kept saying, period. Oh, she ruined this nigga was dropping
Word.
golden bars, bruh.
This nigga could have been an Instagram reel soundbite.
Oh my God. Yo,
God
literally,
damn.
bro.
Million views.
Literally.
She put a finger in the soundbite like she did Kanye's ass.
Yes,
Yeah.
dog.
Allegedly.
Yes, bro.
Allegedly. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I didn't even think about it that way, but you're so right, bro. Like, that shit would have been the illest. That shit would have been trending.
Yeah.
If it didn't have her periods in between it. And then her trying to get, because he said something about, like, these bitches ain't shit. And she was like, hold on. It's like, can you let this nigga cook?
fuck
He's
up.
clearly rapping right now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like,
Bitch, you might find out that you ain't shit. You
Yeah.
just gotta listen.
and then that was the thing. It started off crazy, but then by the end of it, she's saying period, because she's agreeing with everything. But it's like, you fucked the soundbite up. And you
Yeah.
continually.
She's not a podcast.
Who was she there with?
It was
Somebody
such
else.
a weird lineup.
Somebody
It
else in the
was
back.
Murder Mook
It
and
was
Amber
Murder
Rose.
Moves. That's what I'm saying. Like, that already.
They just all had
That's
nothing to do that day.
I'm about to say, nigga.
Yeah, so that lineup already was kind of weird. I don't know what, and I'm pretty sure it was Drink Champs. I want to say it was Drink.
That it had.
Nigga, that's the
Yeah.
only
No
environment.
one else
Brilliant
is
idiots,
gonna
nigga.
No one else gonna let that slide.
Yeah, nigga.
Who else
Yeah.
would invite these people?
They're not
nigga.
gonna let that slide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that shit was weird. But yeah, that it just gave me flashbacks to that moment just because Mook was really going crazy and it just drove me. And she fucked it up so bad for me. And it's just like, God damn it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's fucking up the feng shui in
Let
the
him
fucking
cook.
room.
yeah,
let him cook.
Yeah, let a nigga
Yeah, I don't know why Amber Rose was in there. That's
I don't
the
know why she
Murder
was there
Mook
either.
and
And
Amber
even when
Rose.
she
man.
They
was
all
there, it
had
was
nothing
just
to
like-
do collectively.
But it's like when if Amber Rose says she can come,
You do have to have.
You
a-
can't say
don't
no
turn
to
it
Amber
down.
Rose.
Yeah,
You don't-
yeah.
you- Nobody really says no to Amber Rose.
Bring your
either,
bald head
right?
ass in here,
Like
bitch.
Amber Rose hasn't done nothing that has me like don't come.
That's what I'm saying. But she's gonna feel like a random add-on anywhere.
Low key.
Low
Unless
key,
it's
you know what
like
I'm saying?
Unless it's about her.
Yeah, unless it's about her.
Yeah, unless it's an
Something
interview
coming
about
out.
her or whatever else, slut walk or something like that.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Whore power.
That's over, right?
She hasn't
Whole
done that in a
lot
minute.
Yeah, that shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, that shit
The
weak.
pandemic kind of killed it. Thank God.
Yeah.
That shit was disgusting.
It wasn't. Yeah, it didn't
took-
stick.
But it caught a lot of. It was kind of big. It
Yeah,
caught a little bit
yeah.
more. It caught more traction than I thought it was gonna catch. Like,
21 Savage holding up a sign.
Yeah, he really gave it he
Yeah.
validated it.
Yeah.
He stamped it.
And I think he still.
But I remember we
kind
were
of
talking
regrets
about that on the pod.
I think he kind of regrets that.
I think he does.
That's
too,
something
yeah.
like every man will regret.
But
you know what I mean?
that just lets you know Amber Rose is 10 out of 10.
I was gonna say that
What?
good thing I'll put on you
I
one
know that
time.
thing is-
Yeah.
10 out of 10. But then I just saw something recent where she says she doesn't suck dick because she has to kiss her son.
Soundbite.
And she doesn't trust men to keep it clean or not put it in anybody else.
Tabloids, nigga. That's
Yeah,
like when
that's
Kevin Gates
crazy.
told you he jump started a car with his wrist.
But even that's more realistic.
Yeah, I believe that.
Because of the electromagnetic waves in the air and shit.
I accept Kevin Gates jumping in the car more than I accept Amber
Yeah,
Rose not
sucking
giving that
them
neck
dicks.
up if I'm in a committed
Sucking them
relationship.
dick.
Facts.
Come on now.
You know how
man.
torturous this sounds?
Stop it.
She trying not to have a nigga touch her head and fucking waves up.
Right.
That's
boy.
literally-
She got sucked dick with a do-rag on.
That's literally outrageous.
Yeah, that's outrageous, bro. If I'm committed to Amber Rose,
bro.
I've committed to that forehead tattoo. I need to get slurped once a day.
Even I don't
Right.
like fuck Amber Rose. Like taking that from
anybody, yeah.
significant
I
other.
can't even wrap my mind around
Nigga,
that.
what?
Yeah, that's completely.
She got an
blasphemous.
irritated uvula, nigga.
I about to say.
You better show up to work.
But